head, I'm looking at this armor, and I'm seeing threaded bolts at least 200 years before the Industrial Revolution. How did they make, tell me about the threaded bolts on these armors.
So the armors that we've got here, the European armors and the Japanese and everybody, they all have all kinds of different fasteners, right?
Yeah.
There's riveting, there's leather straps, there's buckles. We've got little hooks,
Yeah,
exactly. And then for something like this Renzoik armor, you needed really heavy duty fasteners. So this type of armor, you're basically looking at taking a lance to the face.
This is jousting armor. So
Absolutely.
This guy's sitting on a horse with a giant stick facing another guy with the same.
And they have ill intent towards one another. And so I'm sure they learned the hard way early on. You take a lance to the face and it hurts, right? So they built these armors in various other forms, right? To basically prevent your head from flipping back really hard, hurting yourself, breaking your neck, et cetera. So the way they did it with this one is you've got a sort of a sallet under there, which is a helmet that just sits on your head.
Yeah.
And then you have this big plate up front.
Oh, right.
And they bolt together, right? So this attaches this piece to the helmet. And that's a screw that's attached to the helmet, comes through this, and you bolt it down.
Nice.
It's hand cut by custom. I can't take that nut off and put it anywhere else.
It won't fit on any other nut on this armor.
I mean, you might get lucky. But,
Sure.
But it's not, these are not standardized, they're handmade. And so you've got the plate on the front there. It's attached to the breast and the face.
Second one.
Then you've got, and this is the really wacky bit, this bar in the back that goes around the neck of the sallet.
That is crazy.
Bolts to the back here.
So this is the front and the back holding the whole armor around the wearer's body, so it is a rigid unit.
Right.
I mean, this is a refined piece of equipment, but still this big, huge chunk of steel looks like a kludge.
Kind of does. It's sort of like the plates on the front and the bolts and everything are very intentional. And this is sort of like, oh, it wasn't quite enough. But we have a bunch of these. We have a group of these armors from Dresden. They're all like this.
So that was clearly the style at the time.
Yeah. I imagine speed was really helpful because once you're bolted in, you can't be very comfortable.
You can't do mobile. You probably can't, scratch or touch any part of yourself.
Oh, but you can, sir.
Oh, right. I was wondering about this. Is that like a snack port?
Well, I don't know about snacks, but certainly air.
Right.
You've worn an armor. You probably, it's a little bit oppressive.
Hot,
you get that helmet down. You don't have a lot of air in there. A breath of fresh air is probably really a relief, especially when you cannot move your head right to left or back and forth at all.
Right. All you see is a little tiny slit through your eye. So that's probably a godsend to crack that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can get a whole turkey leg through there, but maybe some nuts or something.
This seems to me it's fairly unadorned. It's a very simple armor.
It is, and it's intended for use. This is for the Scharfrennen and a type of set of rules, type of joust that was a bit aggressive, and you had these big, heavy steel plates. We got a little bit of decoration, some nice little refinements on edges and roping and things like that, but it's not gilt and
it's sort of closer to hockey armor. It seems like we're just regular competitive armor.
It is in fact, yeah. It was part of a set.
Yeah,
all made in Dresden, all kind of basically the same.
This is for a horse. Is this?
That's the Chaffron.
For the same. Is it part of the same set?
Yep. Matching demi Chaffron. Because you armored the horse for these things, but it was poor form to kill the guy's horse.
Of course.
It's not cool. The other thing I think is really interesting about this piece is this little guy right here.
Yeah.
And if you've looked around at some of the other armors, you'll see all kinds of hooks and levers and rods and things. And this is just a steel plate. And what I think is interesting is that this is a really good illustration of there's two purposes to a lance rest. One is to sort of hold up your lance, right?
Yeah.
Give you a little fulcrum, give you a little relief on weight. The other thing that a lance rest does is when I impact my opponent, it'll just shoot out under your armpit unless there's something to stop it. So that's really a lance arrest. It's a stopper is what it is.
So it allows him to apply as much force as he wants to the tip of the lance rather than losing something.
Yeah. So you would have had either a van plate on your lance, which pushes up against your body, or in some cases you'd have just had a single sort of ring nailed onto it, and that would catch on that. Wow. And there may have been something specific for that type of plate there. I don't know. But it's really just to stop the lance from Where'd it go?
Well, and speaking of custom hardware, we're talking about the custom threads, but I'm looking at these basically flat-headed bolts, right? That slot is for a large screwdriver, I would assume.
Yep, and that bolts the faceplate there to the breastplate. And
right, I see.
The breastplate is actually tapped. So, or it would have like a bolt on the inside that's sort of welded on or riveted on that it's tapped into.
Oh yeah, and it's got little tick marks on it. So they would have been, they might have put tick marks on it because of where it should go.
Yes, we had, sometimes when you take one of these apart and you lay them all out and now which order did I do it in? That wasn't it. Okay, now I know.
But then sometimes you're getting these hints from a few hundred years ago about what the actual order is.
If you're paying attention when you take it apart, you can usually get it back together right away without a problem. And you know immediately, you're like, that doesn't go there. It's the same thing with guns, that when you take the lock plate off a gun, there's usually 2 screws in. And I always set them aside in exactly the same way. So they go back the same way, but occasionally you cross it and you're like, and you know right away, this one's too short, this one's too long, whatever.
Have you guys ever had to do a replacement bolt where you're hand cutting the threads for a piece of armor?
I did for a helmet for a private job.
Oh, amazing!
It was missing one of the visor pivots.
Yeah.
And so I cut a whole new one.
And did you hand cut it?
Yep.
Amazing.
Wound a piece of string around it, kind of marked it, and then filed it had like a little floret sort of shaped head, and file. It took forever, but it was really satisfying.
I would imagine it gives you a direct connection to that.
Yeah.
Oh man, Ted. My favorite part is the snack port. Really like. That would have been a godsend if I'm wearing this stuff.
Oh yeah, the air. It's just oppressive, especially if you had garlic that morning. You're just in there with that,
sitting there, with your body odor and your garlic.
Can't wait to get this joust over with. Oh.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching that video. Stickers. We have 4 brand new sticker packs for sale at adamsavage.com, and we have stickers to satisfy everybody in your life. We have right up front a Welcome Maker sticker pack that's got the tested logo, measure once, cut twice, more tested logos, Adam, Welcome Maker, Savage Industries, San Francisco. This is great for the beginning maker to start to dress up their toolboxes. We also have Logo Mojo with just some of our big tested logos and the Katakana logo and some fun stuff. Oh, dude, that is awesome. I hadn't even seen that one before. Okay, Logo Mojo. Then we've got Atomisms. There's always more room on the Z-axis. The tested, always be knolling. It's not a problem to solve. It's a process to manage. Oh yeah, this is great. And then finally, we've got Stick Happens, which is for the screw-ups. Measure once, curse twice. We've got Adam eating everything in sight. We have Savage Industry logos. Oh yeah, demerit badge for going down the rabbit hole. The worn out tested Katakana logo. Dude, there are stickers here to satisfy every sticker fetish in your life. AdamSavage.com. I cannot wait to see in the comments what you have adorned with these stickers. Thank you. Back to your YouTube rabbit hole.